Hi everyone, Chastity here. Welcome back to my channel. So I am showing a new baby that I was hoping, I didn't do a box opening of him because I kind of wanted to do a ta-da, like this baby I bought, and got it fixed up and look at how great he looks, but well, I ended up buying this baby off of eBay, and he was on there for a price, and he didn't go, and he went back up on a bidding price and a buy it now price, and I kept watching to see if anybody would bid on him for the price that he was, and nobody did. And in the last like 30 seconds, I went ahead and did the bid and got him. So I knew he was a boo-boo, and I was full expecting him to be a boo-boo doll. So this baby is the Story kit by Izzy Zhao, and if you know my Luca, this is the same exact sculpt Luca is, except supposed to be a sleeping baby. So the person said this doll had many issues, and so she decided it to be a practice baby. So honestly, I don't know what issues this doll had prior to coming to her, because his paint work underneath what she did to him was really good. So I'll show you, tell you how he was, and then what I did to him. So obviously, for one, he has this very pluggy blonde hair. I mean, it is personality. It makes, gives him some personality and stuff, but it's real rough and coarse and pluggy. She obviously opened his eyes. He does have armatures. Apparently, she did do the armatures, which they do work pretty good. And he has a drinking wet that I don't have a bottle, but I did wash him, so the water that went down in did come out the other end in a full stream. So it seems like the drinking wet works okay. So she cut the eyes open, and they just are very choppy looking, but he had these rooted lashes in that were just pluggy and long and everywhere. So I took all those out. He had eyebrows painted. You can kind of see them. I tried my best with some sandpaper. As you can see, he is very bumpy. And I'm like, what is going on? And I knew he had a bad mat job, but I didn't know it was so rough filling, and to the extent that he was. So I went and it was siloxy she used on him. And anybody knows, has silicones in their collection. Siloxy is something that, they'll say, you can do minor repairs on your silicone if they rip or tear. So you would not use it over the entire doll, and it's exactly what she did. So he has this very, rougher skin texture to him. I wouldn't even call it a Genesis matte skin texture, but definitely not nothing you would expect from a silicone. So, especially in his face. Now, his neck, don't mind the red, this extra pink in here. I did that. I was hoping to kind of make him better. He kind of looks a little bruised. I wanted to bury in the eyebrows a little bit because they were just brown and they look bad. And I wanted to add a little red around the eyes at least. So it didn't match up quite well, but you know, he kind of looks a little bruised. He's a little bruised baby. And then in here, I was like, oh, let me add some red in here so it's not white. But my red doesn't match the color of the red in the doll because for some reason that Silk Pig, I don't know where they get the good red. Because that Silk Pig red is like, even his red in his hands, I like that red. It's very pinky looking. So, anyways, aside from that, I did go over his face a little bit with some silicone and matte. I did a couple layers of clear silicone and then some matte to kind of hopefully smooth him out. And he's a little bit softer, but it's not. So I didn't even just do the body. I'm just not even right now because it's kind of agitated. I did find an artist that was going to repair him for me to fix him up a little bit. We were going to pull the hair out and she was going to actually paint hair on him and close his eyes and do a matte finish on him, but it's not worth my money. It really isn't. He's not going to be able to be fixed. I tried sandpaper to kind of smooth him out a little bit. So she's like, I would return him and stuff, but I knew he was a boo-boo baby when I bought him. I didn't know she used siloxy on him, and if I knew that, I wouldn't have bought him because I know siloxy isn't what we use on silicone. And I mean, it dried onto him that it's not coming off. It's even with sandpaper, it's not. Maybe eventually. But I do find him very adorable. He looks like little squinty-eyed, little baby. I did try to close his eyes a little bit because they were open more to make him more squinty. Babies aren't really bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. He has brown eyes. I want to get him some blue eyes. I still haven't decided if I just want to finish, pulling the hair. And do something else with it, or just leave it as is for now. He's still cute. It does give him a lot of personality. His hair, I did have to take back the hairline a little bit because I ended up getting silicone around the hair and I had to pull out that parts because it was silicone in the hair. But so his hairline is farther back than it originally started, but I think it's personality in this baby. I don't understand the whole black streak. I don't understand paying all that money for a very expensive doll and ruining them. And not to mention then you don't get your money back for them. Considering what this kit cost blank, I paid, let's see, I'm trying to think, a third of that. What he is blank, and his original paint job, is really nice. The hands are really soft. I really don't know what his many flaws was when she got him. I see a little bit of pilling, and I don't know if that was his many flaws that she did, or he had a tear. I'm thinking there was a tear in the neck that she tried to repair, and she used siloxy. But what made her think that it would be a good idea to cover the entire doll, except for his back? His back is not touched, at all. Does not feel like anything like the rest of the doll. So that is the crazy part. why she felt it would be a good idea. And she must have just did the front and was like, "Ooh, this doesn't turn out right. I'm not even doing the back." And why? This is a frustrating part. If you're going to try something, why would you start with the face? The face is the worst of the thickness. Like, why would you start with the face of the doll? You know, as artists, we're always told to start at the back. The back of the head. But if she already had hair on him, then, which I'm thinking, because you can feel underneath the hair, his even where I pulled is fine. There's no roughness. It's nice and soft. So I'm thinking she rooted him first. Why she felt like to start somewhere where it's most noticeable, to try something like that. I honestly, I don't know. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. You know, and to like try something on such a expensive silicone. Don't ruin your dolls, people. Don't ruin your dolls, please. So, you know, I did, like I said, add that red in there. So he kind of looks a little bruised in his forehead. Kind of looks like he had a rough little go at it being born. But I didn't like seeing the brown eyebrows. It looked odd to me. They were just a brown blob. Like, there was no definition of... It was like big blob of eyebrows. I mean, you can kind of see underneath that red there. But the red kind of buries them a little bit. Anyways, that is my new baby. I don't know if I announced his name. His name is Charlie. I said he kind of looks like a Charlie to me. So that is baby Charlie. My new silicone. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing him and hearing me rant, and tell me what you guys think, if how he looks with his red and his little squinty eyes. So I am going to get off here. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.